Welcome to a video from thedigital-lifestyle.com. This is TDL News episode 2. This is the second of our weekly-ish series looking at what's going on in the Microsoft Windows 10 world. I've got some build news coming up, new versions of Edge and lots more to talk about. So I'm out and about this week, but I'm recording this video while on the road with my trusty Surface Go. Still running the 19H1 build, and I'll explain to you why shortly. So, there's been a lot going on this week. Microsoft last week announced the May 2019 update was complete. That's the 19H1 development, and they pushed that out to the release preview ring. So if you're on release preview ring, you will have got this, you would have got the 19H1 build, the May 2019 update. So that's finished now. They did do a patch to it to 18.362 was the build. It's now 18.362.53, so they released a patch to the release preview ring. So here you can see my post about the 18.362.53 update, and I didn't do a separate video on this because there's no actual changes, it's just under hood changes, and they're going to continue all the way through the life cycle of this feature update. So moving on now, Microsoft announced that they are switching, they are bringing fast ring builds to the they're bringing 20H1 builds to the fast ring, and so previously if you got a fast ring build you were getting the 19H1 build. Microsoft said now they're merged, and fast ring and skip ahead are going to have the same set of updates, and you're going to get this build here, and here's a screenshot of one of my machines downloading that build. So 18.875 is the first first build available for the fast ring. Now many Windows Insider had some problems with installing this build, and at this stage, as I record this on Friday morning, it's still an issue actually. The from a 20H1 machine, so my previous skip ahead machine, which is my even trustier old Surface Pro 3, which all the videos on 20H1 have been done on that, it's fallen out. It's worked fine on that after I deleted the software distribution folder in the Windows directory. I initially got an error message, and then the update came through. On this, my Surface Go, which was running 19H1, I get that message there, which you can see. So that message, and I hit retry and I'll get the message again. Some of the tricks that I've used in the past, like deleting the contents of the software distribution folder in the Windows folder, often fixed it, and like I said, it fixed it on 20H1 build, but it did not fix it on this build. So this is running the 19H1 build, and I've not been able to get this updated. Interestingly, one of my other devices, a Lenovo Yoga Book, that actually got the update even though it was running 19H1, but I hadn't used it for a while, and it was missing that incremental update which I talked about before. So it could be to do with that, I don't know. Microsoft is still working out. I'm sure they'll release a new build at some point, or a fix for it, and they'll let you know. It is one of the perils of being a Windows Insider tester. Things do and can go wrong, go wrong. So yeah, still not got that installed on here, but I have got it running on my Surface Pro 3, like I said. So on my Surface Pro 3, and you can see my hands-on video with that. You can see it on our YouTube channel, you can see it on thedigital-lifestyle.com. I did manage to get that build video up and running, and to be honest, there's not a huge amount of changes in it. They added some Japanese language features, and the rest were sort of minor updates and fixes. The known issues are still very similar to the previous updates of the 19H1 builds. So anyway, there you go. So you can watch that video and check it out for yourself. You will have to wait perhaps until Microsoft fix it if you're on the fast ring. If you're on the slow ring or release preview, obviously you won't get that. It does still leave the question of what's going to happen with 19H2 builds. I actually asked Microsoft, and the reply was, we'll let you know soon. It's still coming, but I can't see how it's going to work currently. If fast ring is already getting the updates for 20H1, there's no room to put them out unless it's going to be a minor update to the current 19H1 builds, and they'll just push it through the slow ring as a cumulative update. One of the things we speculated on the podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel, you can find on thedigital-lifestyle.com. So something else that's new this week is we've got new version of Microsoft Edge. So last year Microsoft announced they were switching Microsoft Edge from its own Edge rendering engine to Chromium. Chromium is the rendering engine that Google Chrome uses. It's an open source project. Microsoft have started contributing to it, and here we go. This is the first public release of the build. There's a couple of versions available actually, and they're all available to get directly from Microsoft, so you can check out my video on the YouTube channel where I'm showing you the browser, and this is the browser I'm using now as well, and I've got the links in there and how to download them. There's a couple of versions. Microsoft call it the dev version and the Canary. So the dev version is updated weekly, Canary is updated every day with the latest builds, and there soon will be a beta one as well, which I guess is updated every 6 weeks, something like that. But as you can see, I'm using it here. I really like this browser actually. You've got so you've got like the new start menu like that, where you've got a mixture of news and recently used stuff, but you can change it to focused or inspirational. Let's go to focused. There we go. I quite like this one with the images on there, but you've got your quick access there. So essentially a website will think it's really using Google Chrome, so you should get much better compatibility, and I found that is the case. YouTube Studio works way better in this browser than it does in Edge, and so far I've been pretty impressed with it. A couple of things missing, spell checkers missing, but extensions work, Edge extensions work as well as Chrome extensions, so you've got a lot of flexibility in for an early development. I've been pretty impressed with it, so you can try that out for yourself. You don't need to be a Windows insider, just grab the installer. It doesn't remove the old Edge. You can see I've still got it down there, so you can still go back to that. You can just see what it's like and see if it performs. If you're a developer or a website developer, then I'd definitely check that out, because it's useful to see how your site is going to respond. So that's it for this week. You can send me feedback at thedigital-lifestyle.com, or you can get me on Twitter at isdixon, or thedigital-lifestyle.com, or leave a comment on the YouTube channel. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on these build videos. I've been doing Windows 10 build videos for years now, but this is the first time I kind of did a regular catch-up video, so I want to know what you think about it. And you can also find more on thedigital-lifestyle.com. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.